See, I was invited to do a talk at my old school, right? I was invited because I'm an example, right? I'm an inspiration to these dweebs, right? I get invited, right? And I thought it was going to be a laugh, right? But it was a serious talk. It's all the head boys, all the prefects with the badges, kids who would have been fucking finished at my time at school, right? The big perm, I'm the head boy, Cav. Just want to say. And they were asking me questions, right? It was a Q&A. I was like, all right, fucking better take this pretty serious. And the kid, he started off by asking me what kind of child I was at school. And I told him, I was honest. I told him I was quite a nervous child. I used to worry. I was anxious. I was overweight. I got called names. I got called fatty. Fatty boom boom. Chunk. Chubba. And the kid never laughed. He was deadly serious. And he said, oh, so fat shaming existed when you were at school. And that is when you realise how rapidly time is moving. I'm telling these kids about the 90s as though it was the fucking Victorian era. He's asking me if people were fat-shamed at school in the 90s. I'm fucking fat. You get fat-shamed. You get skinny-shamed, specky-shamed, spotty-shamed, ginger-shamed, buck-teeth-shamed, dog breath-shamed, big ears-shamed. Your dad's an alky, shamed. Your mum would get it, shamed. Adidas 4-stripe trainers, shamed. And you had to accept it, or you got, can I take a shaming, shame? It was part of the fucking curriculum in the 90s, taking a right good shaming. I used to get shamed every day. Fatty, chunk, chubba. I used to having to do the thruffle shuffle in PE just to win over the crowd. But there was always somebody fatter than me. I sought comfort in that. There was somebody even fatter than me at school who never, ever got called fatty boom boom because they were so fucking fat that anybody who mentioned it was committing a serious offence. Parents would be called to the school if you called this big fucking Eddie Stobart fatty boom boom. This manatee was allowed to sit at the back of the classroom with nobody to comment, just big. Literally, the elephant in the room here was sitting in French. The teacher thinks he's mastered the accent. Mi petit déjeuner. Skill could be brutal, right? I was anxious, right? I don't think I would be a comedian if I was not an anxious kid, because I would have passed my exams, right? I remember forgetting how to spell the word who during an exam, because I get myself worked into such a frenzy about how much this exam was going to define my entire life. I'm writing this essay, I'm flying through it. He had wanted to know who, and I came to the word who, and who? Come on, Kev, fucking write who, man. Come on, who? How the fuck do you spell who? H. Is H in it? A W at the start is so far from your mind, right? Well, it's definitely not going to be a W at the start because it's who. It's no wah-ho. And then you start overthinking it, and it's a downward spiral. Kev, you need to write who, mate. Come on, this is far too long to be spending on the word who. He had wanted to know who. H-O. Kev, that's going to be how. You need to write who. The guy never wanted to know how. He wanted to know who. Fucking write who, Kev. Kev, fucking who, mate. Come on, Kev. Everybody else is writing, Kev. Look at that exam clock. The minute hand's fucking accelerating, Kev. You're stuck on the word who. You're going to be a junkie, Kev. You're going to be a junkie. Calm down, Kev. Get that voice out your head. You're going to be a junkie. Junkie, I'm not going to be a junkie. Fucking spell who then, junkie boy. Junkie. Come on, Kev. Just fucking settle down, mate. H. Right, you've got H. Right, let's get who. H-O. You've got ho. You need to get U on the end of ho. So how could I make ho? Hu. H-O-E. That's a garden tool, junkie boy. Get that voice in your head, that is doing you no favours here. H-O-E, H-O-O. He had wanted to know ho. We'll fucking send you to a different school if you hand that in, Kev. He had wanted to know ho. Is that what you want, Kev? Going fucking pheasant beating with Chrissy Schenkel every weekend? Probably, by definition, right, I'm a millennial, right, but an older millennial. I'm probably, I can relate to both worlds, right? I still remember a childhood without the internet, right? No, when you had to make up your own games. I'm probably the last generation who will remember a childhood without the internet. Will remember having to learn how to be bored. Right, just going a fucking walk, just being you, just picking a fucking leaf off a hedge and just crushing it, just going a fucking walk. Just making up your own games, picking up a stone and thinking to yourself, if I don't hit that cable box, my whole family are going to die. Remember that game? The happiest days of your life, just... Right, you missed it, Kev. Best of 3, come on. Owls, your mum shouting you in for your dinner. I'm trying to save everybody's life here. But then I remember getting the internet at first. That was exciting, right? And it was just something that you plugged in, and then as soon as you unplugged it, it was gone, right? It never dominated people's social time, never ruined people's mental health. It was just the internet. You would go on it for an hour, sit on a chat room. We were the original vile online trolls sitting. I'm talking to an American guy. There's a guy in America. I'm sitting here and I'm talking to him. This is fucking amazing. You are a dick. Just called an American guy a dick. No, he's in America. I'm here. Just called him a dick. The guy replied. The guy's replied. Where you at, motherfucker? Where you at? I'm at your mum's house, mate. This is fucking brilliant, isn't it? MSN Messenger. Like, that was the very first... That was the original social media, right? And they were easier days. If somebody asked you to send a photograph of yourself on MSN Messenger, sorry, I don't have a scanner. Right? It was simpler time. You never had kids becoming image obsessed because only about 12 photographs of you existed in the 90s. You're not going to send one of them to a girl you're talking to online. This is me and my dad on a pedalo in Mallorca. An hour goes by, only 17% of the photograph has downloaded down the screen. Try to keep the conversation going whilst looking at the top 17% of you and your dad. Just your wee plastic tube round your neck where you kept your potatoes. I'll send the rest later. My mum has to use the house phone. Every nutritionist is always dragging, like bread, for example. As you get slightly older, I believe you just find the foods that suit you. Like bread's your best friend, man. Don't listen to these protein extremists. Bread got cancelled, didn't it? Bread has been treated like a sex offender since the Atkins diet. Every single diet involves cutting out bread. Everywhere you look, don't eat bread. Bread is making you tired. Really? You ever seen a duck yawning? That is a simple bit of research that anybody is free to conduct. I've never took my son to the park, walked up to the pond and seen fucking quack, quack. Quack, quack. Oh, look at the ducks, son. They're fucking exhausted, aren't they? Wow. Too much starchy carbohydrates, that's what that is, pal. I think that would be an asset in this hectic modern world if bread made you tired, if it was that easy to be tired on demand. I'm tired the whole day. I'm tired. I spend the whole fucking day exhausted. And it's only when I get to bed at night and I eventually turn off the telly and I close my eyes, and that's when I come alive, right? My mental health is quite good until the evenings. And I know as soon as I turn off the telly and it's just me alone inside of me, I know I've got exactly 1 minute to get sleeping, or somebody is going to storm the cockpit. And we are going to lose all contact with air traffic control and go way off on these turbulent journeys. And that is when I would need a wee bedside baguette just to take the edge off. I try so hard. I take a sleep serious. I put my phone away in the corner. You stay there, phone. You don't come near me. You stay on the charger. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm here for a sleep. I'm lying awake, scared to turn off the telly. You're tired enough, Kev. Just keep flicking, man. Keep flicking. Australian traffic police. I'm watching. How fast were you going there, mate? Yeah? And what does the sign say, mate? What does the sign say? That's it, Kev, it's his voice or whatever voice is in there. I don't think you're tired. Keep flicking, Kev. I'm away up the back on the History Channel, the rise and fall of Adolf Hitler. A nice wee soothing bedtime story. They always stick that guy on at 2 in the morning. I'm lying watching him. His mental health was poor. Wow. He killed himself. That just shows you don't know what's going on inside somebody's head. I'm watching that guy. He was the picture of self-assurance, standing in front of hundreds of thousands, oozing self-confidence. Wouldn't even, I did the common, wouldn't even. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but it never once sounded like, guys, I'm struggling. I'm lying awake, going, when did that start, man? How did you end up like that? That's how you need to open up. Way before it gets to that. I'm angry at Hitler's mates back in the day. They must have seen signs when that bitterness descended. As soon as he got knocked back from art school, I bet there was nights having a few beers, Hitler's on the sparkling water, wee chip on his shoulder, because they get rejected. Fucking, see these fucking Jews? Whoa! Fuck's sake, Dolph. Everybody had a nickname back in the day. Maybe that was Hitler's. It's not the Jews' fault. Your paintings are shite, Dolph. And fucking ditch that tash. You're creeping out the birds. And that'd have been it. That'd have been the end of him. That's what I'm lying awake contemplating. Alternative histories. Hitler would just be maybe even a stoner with his fucked up thoughts, innit? Just walking about Vienna. Imagines the whole world had blonde hair and blue eyes. That's where my brain goes at night. That's why you need bread, man. Lying just watching Hitler. Because I know that's what happens to me. That's what happens as soon as I turn off the telly. As soon as it's just me alone inside of me, the minute passes and that wee voice comes in. I wonder what happens when you die, Kevin. Here we fucking go. This is a daytime conversation. Why do you always ask this shit at night? You're always too busy during the day, Kev. You're always hiding, fucking hiding. I'll be here, Kev. Every single night I'll be here waiting. You can hide all day long on Instagram watching Ashley Banjo get a haircut, but I'll be here, Kev. I wonder what happens when you die, Kev. I don't fucking know. Well, you better have a think, Kev, because you're going to die. That's fucking right. I'm going to die. I'm going to fucking die. Everybody's going to die, Kev. That's fucking true, isn't it? Everybody's going to die. I wonder how many people have ever died. What do you mean? Like, ever? Aye. That's a good question. I wonder how many. Aye, that's a good question. Think more people have died than there are alive right now? I'm surely, Kev. I wonder how many people there's ever been then.
What do you mean, like ever? Aye, like everybody who has ever died plus everybody alive right now. Kev, that is a fantastic question. How many people has there ever been? That's a terrific question. And that's when you feel your phone in the corner going... Kev, I know that, mate. Kev, I know the answer, bro. Come on down. We'll make a fucking night of it, me and you, bro. Come on in the bed, man. Come on in the bed. And I'm up, and I'm out the bed, and I'm crouching down. How many people has there ever been? Good to see you, Kev, mate. I thought you'd fucked off for the night. I love these nights when it's just me and you, bro. How many people has there ever been? Always a great question with you, Kev. How do you say Turkey in Turkish? That was a good one as well, Kev. Remember on holiday in Turkey, you were fucking eating turkey. You should have said to one of the staff, here, what do you call this? That would have been funny. How many people had... Kev, you ever seen a cat's dick? No. That's weird, isn't it? Why have I never seen a cat's willy? Let's have a look then, Kev. Google images. There we go. 2 in the morning looking at cat cock. That's why I love you, Kev. Kev, what about Bitcoin? Come on, once a week, me and you attempt to finally understand how Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies work. This could be the night it eventually sinks in. Let's have a wee look, Kev. Come on, just pay attention. How does Bitcoin... Well, Bitcoin operates from a decentralised network using encrypted peer-to-peer blockchain technology. Kev, see you can get a white chocolate Kinder Bueno these days. I still see the Kinder Bueno as quite a new thing, but you get things like that. They've been out for ages, but you still see them as new. Like euros. When did the euro originally get? 1999. Holy fuck! You were only 13 back then, Kev. That is how fast time moves. You're going to die, Kev. You're going to fucking die. Look at the size of that cat's willy. Is that even a cat? That is why. Have we got any English in? Newcastle. How do you feel about the independence referendum?
I think we should get our own independence.
You think Newcastle should go independent as well? Well, just taking a big saw to the UK. There we go. It's a big question. Will Scotland, will we keep the royal family as the head of state? I reckon we could get our own royal family. Just a royal family that makes some money. You know, we could have it like a lottery. You buy a ticket. Everybody, the whole nation is entered into a draw, and you can win the chance to be the Scottish royal family. It'd be great. Just pull it. It doesn't matter where you're from or your background. Now we go. The king is Eddie McCabe from 22/4 Seamill View. 22/4. Does that mean the king's living in a flat? He won it. There he is. Royalists outside his flat looking up, seeing if he can catch a glimpse of the king. There he is, 1922 and 22. Is that him? His curtains are open. Here, he's in. No, I heard they went to Hormoz Caravan for the weekend. We like the English. It's only small frustrations, and it probably comes from ourselves. But the accent, it does get frustrating when you travel. I was in a lift before. This was actually in Australia, so it's not really an English thing. I get in a... But it's just the Scottish accent. I was in a lift, and a guy had a carton of Ribena. Right, I don't mind revealing that side of myself on stage. And the guy felt the need to comment on it, and I almost ended up fighting with the guy. I was drinking Ribena. I'm not an aggressive person. It's just small talk becomes difficult when you've got a Scottish accent. He commented, he said, "Oh, Ribena," and I said, "Party time." Well, that way you say something that you would never have said if you knew you were going to have to repeat it about 4 times. He said, "What?" And I said, "Oh, party time." And he's going, "Perry Tom?" And you start feeling your blood boiling. I'm saying, "Party time," like Ribena. A wee joke. It's Ribena. It's clearly not fucking party time. That was my wee small talk joke. Just smile, mate. It's party time. Smacking the side of his head. With a carton of strawberry Ribena. The lift opens. Somebody thinks there's blood everywhere. Just party time. But if we go independent, it will no longer be an accent. It will be a language.
tourists visiting here, they'll just need to learn a bit. You know, every group of guys, like stag do's coming up for England, there's always a guy who tries to speak a bit of the local lingo. You know, the dos cervezas guy, the una mesa para cuatro guy. That guy. That's what will happen. The guy that sits in the front seat of the taxi, talking. Trev, you speak Scottish, you say, I'll talk to him. Ask him where's good to go tonight for a few drinks. The boys are wanting to get out the nut the night. Where would you recommend for a few swellies, my man? You're probably better just sticking to Sauchiehall Street. Your Scottish is brilliant, pal. Ask him if it's safe. Sauchiehall Street, is that now a wee bit dodgy? Is it now full of wee bams? We don't want to end up getting our jaws took off. Well, I wonder what Trev's saying. His Scottish is brilliant. I wonder what he's saying. I wonder if he's taking the piss out of us. Sorry about these tadgers, mate. They've been down my head in all day. The driver, dropping them off and sock it. There you go, pal. That'll be 15 smackaroonies.